Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Struble. I'm the Expansion Director here at Keller Williams Performance. And I have today with me special guest, Jay Baker. We're just going to talk a little bit to Jay and talk to him a little bit about his journey through real estate, where he came from, where he's on his way to, what his, what he wants to do in the world of real estate. So, Jay, tell me a little bit about your journey in real estate and where you are at right now.
So I'll give you guys a little background about me. So I come from a farming and ranching background.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I grew up breeding beef cattle. And then eventually got my welding degree. I was a welder for a little while, and then eventually had to transition out of that into something else for my health reasons. If nobody can tell from the cameras, I'm 6'8", so that wasn't exactly the best career
I'm not
choice.
a small man, and you're a lot bigger than I am. So yes, that's true. So so wonderful. So tell me a little bit about where you're at right now.
So this would be my third year in real estate.
Oh wow.
I joined in 2018. And welding had allowed me to buy my first home, so I got into real estate because I remember that sense of pride in home ownership that it gave me. I wanted to be able to provide that to other people. Currently in my business, I believe so far this year I have closed 40 units.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and next year I'm projected to do about 60 units individually myself, so that's where we're headed.
Perfect. Wonderful. So tell me a little bit about what's unique about you and different from you and other real estate agents.
So I think for me, it's my patience. I'm also very methodical, so I have a lot of systems for everything. I really like to pride myself on my buyer consultation and my listing consultations. I also I'm going to steal Gary Keller's definition of professional is you know what you know what you don't, and you know the difference. So for some reason I don't know the answer, I have the people and I have the resources to be able to find that for
Absolutely,
you.
for sure. So. For sure you do. So you've been with Keller Williams for the last 3 years, right?
Correct.
3 years with Keller Williams.
3 years in
Tell me why you transitioned from another company to Keller Williams, and what's the biggest difference you've seen with it?
So I haven't been with anybody else other than Keller Williams. The going joke as to why I didn't go with somebody else is it would have made Christmas really awkward considering that Jamie Baker ordered my mother.
Yeah.
So I haven't been with any other brokerages, but I know when I first started with KW, there were number one in training, and I knew that was going to be the biggest thing for me. And I know that Jamie had saw a lot of other benefits to join KW.
Right.
And I can honestly say that my success has been based off the education that Keller Williams has provided me.
Perfect. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So Keller Williams is big in education, obviously, especially in Pueblo County. Mm-hmm. How has that impacted your business?
So when I first started, I had a goal of being Rookie of the Year. And a part of that was getting a lot of continuing education. Really, I think education's the biggest thing for a new agent. The going saying is you don't know what you don't know, and that's the absolute truth.
Absolutely.
And when I first started, I know a lot of experienced agents would kind of beat up on me because I was newer. So my goal was I needed to know the contract and know more than the others, so that way I could best serve my clients.
Perfect. Okay, so what can you tell? You've been in the business for about 3 years. You're getting in there. You know, you've got your feet wet for sure. You're not a veteran agent in any way, but you definitely know what's going on, and that and your count for the year is very very impressive. So what can you tell someone who is brand new, getting into the business, something you wished you knew when you had first started?
Wow, there's a lot. Honestly, education's going to be the biggest thing. I think one thing that I had to learn and I had to prepare myself for was setting goals, knowing where you're at and knowing where you're going and knowing the steps that you need to take to get there.
Right.
Because really, if you don't know where you're going, you're just kind of wandering aimlessly. So I think really the education and understanding how to best serve your clients, where you're going, what your goals are, both business and personally, and kind of preparing yourself, because really in real estate you get out what you put in. So I just think people need to be really comfortable with what they're wanting to do.
Right. And so being in such a probably a high end and a highly progressive team. Does that help a lot with you being a new agent? When you were a new agent, you knew what Jamie was. You had seen where she had risen and where she had fallen also?
Absolutely. So I definitely think if starting as a new agent, I would join a
team?
A well-educated team, yes.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need somebody to help you through contracts, to kind of guide you, and because you really don't know. Your real estate education just teaches you about the law. It gives you a brief overview of the contract, but it doesn't teach you how to write a contract. It doesn't teach you ways to negotiate. So I think joining a team has been definitely the biggest thing for me, because they also have the processes and the systems to help make your transactions smoother.
Wonderful. So have you participated in the profit sharing? What do you think about that?
So I myself personally have. Unfortunately, the one person that I did have in profit share ended up getting out of real estate. But during the time that he was doing it, it's a great program. It really is. It's nice to kind of just have that automatic deposit just kind of come into your account out of nowhere. You're not expecting it.
Nice.
I think it's a really great system and a great way to build wealth. So that's actually part of one of my next goals, is to start building that. So,
well, sounds good. Well, I'd love to help with that too, being the director of expansion. So, but anyway, thank you guys so very much. Jay Baker, you want to give your contact information? If you'd like to contact Jay Baker, please do so at
719-250-4996. And if I don't answer, you can reach my office at 719-647-7252, or feel free to reach out to me via email at jay@soldinpueblo.com.
Jay, thank you so much. Thank you, folks.
Absolutely, thank you.